What's going on? My name is Michael Barayev. Today we're going to talk about why you never, ever stop recruiting. And for those of you that don't know, my name is Michael Barayev. I built a sales team of over 150 people, and we did it in less than 2.5 years with $0 invested, okay? Now, why do I say recruiting is the most important thing and you never stop recruiting? Very simple. Building massive teams, I'm talking about 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 people in an office in one location, right? And we had this in different multiple places in Northeast. When we were building our offices, right, one of the things that I remember is that every time I stopped recruiting, for some reason, the offices started to mentally die. Not physically, the numbers were great, but for whatever reason, just the mentality of the room, the mentality of the office was about it was weird. It was just not 100% upbeat. You could just tell something was off. And the second we cranked recruiting, and we had new people, fresh blood, come into the office, for whatever reason, somehow, some way, even if it was one new person in that training room, it didn't matter. The aura and the energy of the office was just upbeat. It was phenomenal. And I never understood, why is it that when we recruit new people and fresh people come into the office, whether it's 1 or 10 or 15 people in the training room, somehow the rest of the old dogs, the sales guys, just get excited and pumped up. And after a lot of, observation and research on this topic, it really bothered, it really made me think, do I always have to constantly keep recruiting new people? And how will my team ever handle so many new people? I just didn't understand that early on in the business and early on while I was building my sales teams. And what I realized was that people are competitive human beings. People thrive on other human beings. And when they see a new person come into the office, week in, week out. There's a few things psychologically. Number one, they already mentally think that they might get left behind. Especially if you're the owner of the business and you're recruiting every single week, every single month, you're basically psychologically telling your team that you're not waiting for them to hit success. Because the second the team feels like you need them, they kind of stop. But the second they feel like they need you, they start cranking it in. And one of the most amazing things that I've learned when it comes to building an organization, building a sales team, is that I never want to be in a position where my team holds me hostage. And how do you do that is by recruiting new people at all given times of the year. I don't care if it's the winter, right now is December 27th, and we're still recruiting. We're always recruiting. And my team knows that I'm not waiting for them. And for whatever reason, whenever they see a new person, it motivates them. So there's two things for me. It gets them to realize that I'm not waiting for them. And number two, it motivates them. So for those of you that, for those of you that think that recruiting may scare your people away, or, you don't know where to find these people, or you don't have enough funds to recruit every single week or every single year, listen, you always want to recruit. I don't care if you have a packed out room, you always want to recruit. I don't care if you have a full office. I don't care if you have everyone that's amazing, they're killing it, they're crushing it. You never stop recruiting. New blood into your office is a must. Always, every single week, every single month. I don't care if it's holiday season. I don't care if it's a new year. It doesn't matter. You always want to have fresh new blood coming into the office, because the competition in that room kicks in, and now your team feels like, okay, my boss doesn't need me. My owner doesn't need me. My manager doesn't need me. They don't need me, but I don't want to get left behind. But I got to do this, man. I got to push through. And somehow the energy rises to the roof, right? Because they see new people. And now what it does for the new person comes in and is like, wow, these people are amazing. That's awesome. But the next week after that, after they're done with their training or whatever, they're like, wait a minute. I'm not the only one. There's going to be more people and more people. Damn, if I don't catch on to this really quickly, I'm going to get left behind. And nobody wants to get left behind. So it just creates this momentous thing. This momentum becomes your best friend in this game. And you start recruiting people every single week and you make it a habit. It just creates a different dynamics of your office. And I've seen it. Listen, I've seen offices that don't recruit, and I've seen offices that do recruit consistently. And I promise you, the ones that don't recruit on a consistent basis, those offices tend to die really, really fast. As a matter of fact, you see people that stop showing up because they start thinking to themselves, why do I need to show up? It's the same 6 people every single week. Why do I need to go to these meetings? And they start creating this detrimental thought process, and now that office starts to decline. But the office that keeps recruiting every single week, and they may not have a great stick rate. I don't care about that yet. We'll talk about the stick rate in another video on how to keep people once you recruit them. But the fact that they're bringing in fresh blood every single week motivates and excites that team, and somehow, some way, that team starts to grow like crazy. And I'm telling you, it works. I don't know how, I don't know where. I've been trying to figure this thing out as much as I could, but it just freaking works. And I gave you guys a few reasons why it may work, but there could be 100 other reasons, but it just works. And a lot of people want to fight it. They say, you know what? I don't want to recruit. I don't want to invest in having a recruiter. I don't want to invest in bringing talent. I just want to put a couple ads and, whenever I need more sales. And my friend, if you just take this recruiting thing and you just kind of play with it, it's going to be very difficult for you to grow your business. I mean, if you want to have 10, 15 people, okay, fine, great. You can easily do that. But if you want to build a monster business, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 500 people in your company, I mean, you're going to have to do some massive recruiting. As a matter of fact, recruiting is not just for salespeople, but recruiting is for every position in the company. I'm a master recruiter. I'm always looking for talent. I'm always looking for people that are looking for me and looking for what I have to offer, because I want it to be a mutual relationship. And you have to understand that I'm constantly recruiting. I'm constantly keeping my eyes open on where can I find new talent? Where can I find fresh blood? Where can I find other people that are just like me, that are looking for an opportunity to conquer the world? Because this is the platform. Whatever your opportunity is, that is your platform. So I love you guys, and hopefully you understand that recruiting should never stop. Never, ever, 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 ever stop recruiting. And when you stop recruiting, I promise you, your business will go like this. So don't stop recruiting. And if you haven't started, start now. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this video, and share this with a friend that needs to start recruiting today. I love you guys. See you guys in the next video.